Some properties of equality have corresponding properties of congruence. Take note, key concept, properties of congruence. The reflexive property of congruence states segment AB is congruent to segment AB. The reflexive property also states that an angle A is congruent to angle A. The symmetric property of congruence states if segment AB is congruent to segment CD, then segment CD is congruent to segment AB. And similarly with angles, if angle A is congruent to angle B, then angle B is congruent to angle A. And finally, the transitive property of congruence. If segment AB is congruent to segment CD, and segment CD is congruent to segment EF, then segment AB is congruent to segment EF. With angles, if angle A is congruent to angle B, and angle B is congruent to angle C, then angle A is congruent to angle C. Problem 2. Using properties of equality and congruence. What is the name of the property of equality or congruence that satisfies going from the first statement to the second statement? Part A. 2x plus 9 equals 19 becomes 2x equals 10. Well, notice what changed. We've subtracted 9 from each side. That's an example of the subtraction property of equality. Part B. Angle O is congruent to angle L, and angle W is congruent to angle L, leads to angle O is congruent to angle L. Well, this is an example of the transitive property of congruence. And part C, the measure of angle E equals the measure of angle T. That leads to the measure of angle T equals the measure of angle E. The measure of the angles have just traded sides in the equation, and that's an example of the symmetric property of equality. Your turn, part A. What is the name of the property of equality or congruence that justifies going from the first statement to the second statement? Segment AR is congruent to segment TY. Segment TY is congruent to segment AR. Part B. What is the name of the property of equality or congruence that justifies going from the first statement to the second statement? 3 times the sum, x plus 5 equals 9. 3x plus 15 equals 9. Part C. What is the name of the property of equality that justifies going from the first statement to the second statement? 1/4 x equals 7. X equals 28. And part D, a reasoning item. What property justifies the statement, the measure of angle R equals the measure of angle R?